Only an hour late. It's only 1 a.m. Boom. Dieter, what are you doing up? It's late. No beer this weekend. I don't think so. I'll be on a plane for most of it. Well, maybe on the plane. I'll be working on the plane. I'm gonna start off today with a special segment. You're all gonna learn. I'm gonna teach you, educate you. So you better stick around. I don't know, where should we start today? 27 right now. We have a different crowd. It's so late now. It's normally I do this at 10 o'clock and now it's 1 a.m. Fuck. Can Dustin Evans want some Lonkero for Reedy? Well, that's gonna be tough because I'm flying to America in November. So I will have probably drank any Lonkero I bring with me. And also, Dustin, I didn't even make the Reedy race. See, I start running Associated and what's his face? Brent doesn't let me in. $87. We start at 87. Good. I still need to place a couple of orders here. Need to restock USA and Europe web shops. So, you can watch me work. Screw you guys. There's not enough people for me to bother. Mango juice. Yeah, Dustin. How about you fly to Finland and I fly to America? We can trade. World Rally in Spain. Ah, fuck rally. It's fucking boring. How's the weather this weekend? Maybe Motocross of Nations would be better. I mean, it was good already, but shame it wasn't warm and sunny. What was I doing? I was placing an order. Need to order parts. Sales are good. Sales are good. Need to restock. That's always good. Forty-two people. Is that all we can get? I'm gonna share this. Who should I share the video with? Who should we share this video with? Any ideas? Rhonda Drake. She didn't block me. Talk about what can be done to make driver better. What? Made driver better live in pit. What the? How about you get a dictionary or something? Or a better translator? I don't know what you're trying to say. Tessman. I'm gonna send this to Tessman. First I need the link. Where are we? I was supposed to place an order now. Spamming people. That's dialed. What? How do I do this? Send as message. Okay. Then let's see. Share to a page. No, I can only share to a friend's timeline. Here we go. Is Tyler Henderson here? You make my day every time you do a video. Nice. You have very low standards. 51 people. 53. We're getting there. I think we'll get to 87 by 2 a.m. Start thinking of questions. I'm gonna talk a bit about, well, first I'm gonna educate you. When I started 87 people, I'm gonna educate you. Then I'm gonna talk about what I've been up to for the past few months. Then I'm going to talk about the future a bit. And then I'll answer your questions. So think of questions. Think of some good questions. Here's one. I'll just kind of warm up with one question. Do you think a new, simpler and less expensive class would help revive the nitro industry? What would it look like? A new, simpler class would have control tires. And that would basically be it. Are you going to race soon or just Facebook Live? I'm just going to be Facebook Living. I'm going to start a new career. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And I'm going to become a YouTube celebrity in California. And I'm going to quit racing. That's my plan now. Uh-oh. State. Hi, Rick. November, yeah. November for America. Billy's asking what's a roll center. He watched my roll center video and he was all confused and he was messaging me. He was sure I was wrong and I told him off. Because obviously I'm not wrong. What the hell is going on here? Today was a... Jesus. Today was a sad day. Today... how can I say this? Well, I'm not gonna see my girlfriend anymore, let's put it that way. Not until next year. We put her to sleep for the winter. My girlfriend hibernates. We removed some limbs. Front arms, one leg. Removed those. Gonna rebuild those. Good for next year. So yeah, that's sad. But it's for the good. Did you get into Fall Brawl? Yeah, I believe I did. What must be a JQ mount? Oh, where my phone is? Anthony's getting really cocky, don't you think? Anthony Westergaard. Westergaard. His name is Swedish. Westergaard means West Garden. Yeah, Mr. West Garden. Don't get all lippy with me. Did I charge my phone? Actually, it's charging right now. Did you get my video on shocks? I haven't seen any video on shocks. I don't know what you're talking about. Go to the US Open in December. When? When and where is the US Open? Sounds like fun. When will A-Main have black editions back in stock? Let me check. Oh, what's going on with A-Main? I thought they just had an order in. Let me check what's going on here. Live customer support. Let me just check A-Main's latest order. I know they ordered some black editions. Yeah, unfortunately, it's being processed. Still in China. They're packing it now. Once it's packed, then it ships. Now it's the 7th. Also, China was on lockdown last week or this past week. Holiday. Chinese national holiday. So it will ship during next week. A-Main will have more kits during the week that starts with the 16th of October. So any day after that. But hey, we have kits. So if you want a kit now, you can get it from us. Texas? I'm not going to Texas. Staying in California. SoCal bro. Do you think the nitro industry is smaller today than 10 years ago? Yes, I think so. I think it is. But I haven't really thought about it, studied it, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. There are more brands, so that kind of dilutes everyone's sales a bit too. But overall, I do think it's smaller also. I guess you could look at race entries and stuff and amount of races, but I think it's smaller. Club racing, yeah, I think even in America there was more weight scale nitro club racing before. Now not so much. Who is the most overrated driver? The most over... Let's look at the top 25. Well, I guess you're talking about like top drivers. What's the website? Top 25 RC. Let's see who's most overrated. Am I still on this thing? I'm still on this thing. 24th overall. Okay, the most overrated is... That's hard to say. This is a tough question to answer. I remember Richard Saxton said Adam Drake. Richard Saxton was asked that question in RC Car Action or some magazine a long time ago, and he said Adam Drake. That was funny. I didn't want to say that. Trying to think of someone else, but this top 25 list isn't really helping me. All the guys who people think are good are good. I don't know who would be overrated. I don't know who's overrated. I'm jaded. I don't give a shit about anyone. I don't know. Underrated might be easier. Is that Hara's JQ in the background? Yeah, it is. I missed some questions. I'm going back. What coming to Fear Farm before ENC? Always a hoot when you're here. Yes, I will be at Fear Farm. That's my favorite track in that region, in that area. So I'm gonna try and club race and spend practice weekends, and hopefully, just like this year, Cavalieri and Rivkin, Mayfield, those guys would be there. and that makes it a lot more fun. So I will be at Fear Farm before DNC. I'm destined to buy a car from this dude based on the fact that nobody else in the industry has ever spent near the time he wasted arguing with me. Yes, and it wasn't even about politics, it was about roll centers. So this guy was saying I was wrong, and it was so obvious that he was wrong. And I tried to explain, I even drew pictures, drew him some diagrams. I basically proved that he was wrong, and still he wouldn't get it. And he was saying I'm an idiot. And then finally he slept on it, and the next day he said, "Jake, I get it now." And I said, "Thank God." Even at points that I choose to end the convo, he followed up and intervened multiple times to either ensure he was right or learn me. But either way, not to be on the nut swinging bandwagon, I was impressed. That's good. This guy, are you American? Did I impress an American? That's crazy. Empire RC is a new 1/8 scale track club racing starting this Saturday. Where would that be, Jeff? 76. We're almost at 87. Igon these days. Jerome Igon. Jerome Igon is the most overrated driver. He's fucking done. He's done. A car just pulled up at 1 a.m. outside. Interesting. Am I gonna get robbed? The hell? I have to check what's going on outside. I have visitors. Hyvä. Tuu mun Facebook-liveen.
Ei sun nyt oo.
No on.
Haluat Facebook-liveen. Haluat mennä autoon. Paina selvän kannattiin asioida.
Moi. Look at this idiot. This idiot, it's 1:25 and this guy stops by. See? JQ is always at the office. He dropped by to drop this off. Yeah, man, I'm going to see this kid in Indonesia, and the shirts didn't arrive. So I have to take this to him. Yeah, thanks, dude. Mistä sä tuut tähän aikaan?
Mä olin luussa.
Ajaa. Mut se oli hyvä, että paita oli vielä käytössä.
Mulla on ollut koko päivässä päällä.
Oliks nyt ekaa kertaa vai?
Ei oo, mä käytän sitä aiemmin.
Joo, siis ne ei saanut nyt lähetettyä ajoissa. Niin.
Oli radalla mulla tänään, niin se saattaa olla semmoinen vähän liikaa.
Ei saa haittaa. Itse.
Ai sä oot kyllä yksinään, kun sä kuvaat vittu yhdellä työllä videoa.
No pakko tää, kun mä oon sanonut, että mä teen perjantai. Maanantai, keskiviikko, perjantai. Mä en tehnyt maanantaina eikä keskiviikko.
Ei näin. Hei, jatka sun liveä.
82. Kato, ei mun tarvii edes aloittaa, kun mä sanoin, että mä aloitan kun 87.
Niin joo, aloitit sen vasta.
Niin. No
Kaikki suomalaiset on nyt kun täällä on esiintyjä. Meitsi.
You know who this guy is? This is the most overrated driver. Karri Salmela, he's the most overrated driver.
Thanks man.
Joku kysyi sitä.
Oikeesti.
Joo, niin mä en keksinyt ketään, mutta nyt mä keksin sut.
Okei.
Niin.
Nätti.
Mä heti avaan.
Pidä hauskaa.
Joo. Mä pidän hauskaa. Kiitti kun toit aina. Moi. Saat tilalle sitten uuden. Ne tulee. Moi. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Did we pass 87? Can I start? Blah, blah, blah. About last video about JQ team. Do you plan on any JQ driving schools by helping clubs to mount such structures for kids? Like selling clubs 5 kits and parts, so probably e-buggy ones. I know they suck. Yeah, we are doing, I mean, every time I go somewhere, like now when I go to Indonesia, then I'm going to Malaysia after that, we have a bit of a RC clinic. So we talk about car preparation, car setup, and I look at people's cars one-on-one and help them mostly just with the basics, because most of the time people just build their cars wrong. So we don't even really get to the point of working on setups. We're just making or doing the basic things right. And by doing that, I help the locals understand how they need to build their cars so they work. And then it just makes it a lot more enjoyable for them when their cars actually handle. But I've always been, I've been doing that for a long time already, and we intend to keep doing it and also take it to the next level where we would actually organize specific weekends for something like that. So people would show up with the intention of learning. So not necessarily racing, but more like a training camp thing. Rodney has heard that I have a truggy on the way. Definitely not a truggy on the way. Haircut is looking good, someone says. Nice. You know, we're never going to reach 87 people. Never. Ifmar is watching. Yeah, it was Ifmar at the door. I got this haircut in Finland, dude. Tacos, carne asada. Yeah, I miss tacos. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I killed the viewers when Garde arrived. Will there be drinking at these events? Of course. Of course, there's going to be drinking at these training camps. It's an integral part of RC racing. So afterwards we'll have some beers. If the participants are old enough, they can have some Coke. Otherwise, not cocaine, but Coca-Cola. Okay, 72. Almost there. So most overrated driver, Kari Salmela from Finland. Most underrated driver at the moment. Is Cole Ogden still underrated? Neil Cragg. Is Neil Cragg underrated? I think Neil Cragg is actually. Did you think Neil Cragg is underrated? I think he's a bit underrated. Who else? Maybe Berton in Italy. Berton is a bit like, meh, but he's really good. He won the Kyosho Masters and he wins these random races. JQ Bootcamp. 75, we're so close to 87. So close to me educating you. So close. Max is underrated. Max who? Max Mart? Max Mart is gonna fucking win big shit. He's an intelligent guy. He's just keeping a low profile until he's ready to strike. Then he's gonna go out there and fucking win the Euros or something. Key points to maximize effects of practice. I'm getting old and slow. I will definitely do a Facebook Live about that, just not now. Not at 1:30 a.m. the night before I'm flying to Asia. I'll do a proper one on that. You are coming to USA. Yes, I am, Jeremy. I'll be there in November. First week of November, JBRL in Vegas. I'm gonna go there. You wanna go? Should I bring you a car? Who is the most overpaid driver claimed in the pits? What? Who is the most overpaid driver claimed in the pits? Us piss ants don't freak. Oh, see, I'm tired. The pits us piss ants don't frequent. Okay, who's the most overpaid driver? Let me look at the list. If you look at like finishing positions, then probably Dakota Fenn, because he couldn't finish a race to save his life. But that might have also been his equipment, so not sure about that. So the most overpaid driver. Overpaid in light of results. Probably Cody King. But I guess Cody King also was brought back to earth, because I don't believe he's paid anymore. At least not very much. So yeah, but a short while ago he was, and I would say yeah that he was the most overpaid. The most underpaid driver is JQ. JQ is really underpaid for how he's performing. I mean, 24th on the top 25 buggy list in the world with his own car. Reds Racing, aka Savok servos, sidewinder fuel. Definitely underpaid. Jeremy, how many times do I have to say this? First week of November. JQ is overpaid. I'm underpaid. Underpaid. Who pays me? Am I coming to the final round of the Mexican Nats? I don't think so. JQ, if you could choose a top 10 driver to drive your car for a season, who would it be? I've been asked this question a lot of times, and 86. We're almost there. 84. Oh, so close to 87. So close. I've been asked this many times, and every time I probably give you a different name. 87. Now we can begin. Every time I probably give you a different name. This time I'm going to say... Ryan Lutz. Yeah. I'd pick Ryan Lutz. Yeah. That's who I'd get. JQ should find a new sponsor. Jeremy says, I smoke you every time and I don't race much. Yes, when you ran a JQ, you did beat me. I'll admit that. Then you switched to Kyosha and I beat you, what, 7 times to 2? Even Degani beat you. Come on. Who is your favorite driver, past or present? Okay. I say Lutz every time. No, I think I said Lutz last time. I said Mayfield before that. What was it? Who's your favorite driver, past or present? Favorite driver ever. Favorite driver ever. Man, that's a really tough question. Let me check Neobuggy. Let me check some results here. And then I'm gonna educate you after that. What I have. It's gonna be fun. Let me see. Results. What do I... Hall of Champions. Let's check out Hall of Champions to find my favorite driver ever. In 8-scale off-road. I'm listed as South Korean champion on Neobuggy. Which is true, it's just a few years old, but still. Now let's check American drivers. Does someone stand out here? Pavidis, Courts, Bradley, Kinwald, Derek Furutani. Okay, no, I think might be someone else. Let's check the European champions. Here we go. You know what? In the early days, my favorite driver ever was Raul Perez. Raul Perez from Spain. He drove a Mugen, I think, back then. And now the last years he drove a Berganzoni. Berganzoni, I think he was designing it too or something. But he was my favorite driver. The first Euros I ever went to, it was just like his driving style, and he was just drifting everywhere, and it just looked really cool. And he was really fast too. He got screwed out of winning a Euros once by, I think, Carlos Gomez. And then another time he got screwed of making the main at the Euros. It was in France, and he tangled with a French driver, and he actually bumped, but then they gave him a penalty after the race, and then he didn't bump. So he got mad about that. He didn't attend the prize giving, I remember. So yeah, Raul Perez. What the hell is that guy doing now? Catching up with comments, and now it's time. It is time to educate all of you.
Hi, I'm Adam Drake from THEQuagraine Racing. Today I'm going to show you
How to use body clips. Did you hear that? Did you hear that sound? I hope you did. So I've been following Adam Drake, and he has been doing a lot of very helpful videos. And I thought that just to reduce his burden, I would help out and make a video so he doesn't need to. So I'm going to show you now using this beautiful car from 2010 Worlds in Thailand, which is the first JQ basically ever. I'm going to show you how to use body clips. So as you can see here, there is a clip holding the body down. Now, if I hold on to this ear-like piece and pull, it will come out. And then I just repeat the process for the front body clip. So I hold on to this piece here, and I pull, and it comes out. And then what happens when I remove those two body clips is I can remove the body. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't need to waste time on that. The part number for the JQ super easy to use body clips is JQB 168. I think it actually is the right number too. Okay, then to replace the body clips, you just reverse the process. So this time when you hold on to this ear-like piece here, and the opposite to these, like the sharp pointy bits, instead of pulling, you push. So you line up this straight portion of the body clip with the hole, and then you push. And I'm going to try and show you this. Actually, I'll show you on the rear, because the rear is this much nicer green body clip that I used at the Worlds. So I'm going to show you now. So I line this up with the hole, and then when it's all lined up, then I push, and the clip clips on. Okay, so that's it for today. JQB 0168, easy to use body clips, and yeah, great. I'm gonna put this back on the wall. Oh, jeez. Jeremy doesn't understand humor. Oh my God, are you serious? Body clips? You're becoming desperate now. Oh no, what's happening? I mean, hey, this guy made a video about fuel tubing. Come on. Are you serious?
Hi, I'm Adam Drake from THEQuagraine Racing. Today I'm going to show you the premium fuel line from Flashpoint RC.
Oh yeah, baby. And you know what's even funnier? So here's the deal. March 1st, 2016, Adam Drake publishes a video about the new Flashpoint fuel line. March 1st, 2016. Fast forward to October 3rd, 2017, a video about the new Flashpoint fuel line. What the? Someone needs a bit of an imagination here, I think. Come on. Anyway, that was that. Body clips and fuel line. Now he doesn't need to do one on body clips. I took care of it. How to tighten nuts. Wheel nuts, I assume. How to turn screws. Fuel tank pull. Yes, fuel tank pull we did already. How to twist shock collars. We definitely have to. We definitely gonna have to do that. Not today. I feel like today we're short on time and energy. We're gonna save that for another day. Don't forget the hay fever you get in Australia. Oh shit, did I get hay fever there? Oh, that's not good. I don't like that. Oh, Tony was writing it down. Tony, did you get that now? Do I have to repeat that body clip process? Can you please do the pull tank cap, how to fill up the car? Vilodio, I've done this. I think I did it when I was building the car, when I built the fuel tank. I've done it. Only holding a car raises the viewer numbers. We're not going for views, we're going for quality. JQ is such a legend. Imagine getting paid for videos, crazy idea. This video is brought to you by Lights Staplers. Staple anything, anywhere. There's even staples in there now. Awesome. You should pay me. 5 rand. I found 5 rand. That's basically worthless. South African currency. Grazie mille. Some Italian dude learned to use body clips and he's very thankful. How do you mount a wing? Do another one. Okay, you know what? We can do the whole wheel nut thing. I think we should do that. We should do that and then I'll talk about some serious shit after that. Cut out stickers for my body. The stickers are pre-cut. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna think of another one to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna do another one quickly, just since you like to learn. So here we have the rear end of a car. And it's missing this. So this is the wheel. And the wheel goes here. And you have to be sure not to put it the wrong way. So this would be the wrong way. You always want to put it the right way around. Then also you want to make sure that you remove the nut first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you remove the nut by... Where's the camera? By turning the nut. Lefty loosey, so always turn it left to loosen the nut. Then you put the wheel on, you kind of try and line it up there with the hex, and then when you see this threaded bit poking through, you take the nut and you see that it has this knurled surface. Actually, you don't see because this camera sucks. Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh, there you do. Nice. You put that towards the wheel, and then righty-tighty, righty-tighty, and then you take this tool, this special tool that AKA makes. Hashtag race AKA, hashtag Mark Bavidis world champ, hashtag 3 world champions, hashtag AKA is the best. And then you really crank down on it, always to the right, remember righty-tighty. And there we go. You have now put the wheel on the car. That's awesome. And next week, we're gonna learn how to remove the wheel. Okay. Great. Oh, I forgot. Hi, I'm JQ from JQ Racing, and now I am going to drink a beer. Jeremy wants to see how to use a screwdriver. Here. So, I'm gonna show, sorry. Hi, I'm JQ from JQ Racing. Today I'm going to show you how to use an MIP wrench. So first of all, we have to identify which part is supposed to go in your hand. And it obviously makes sense to take hold of this handle. It's kind of in the name, handle, handle. So yeah, so the orange bit basically, always focus on the orange bit and then just grab hold of that like you would of, well, you know. And then you take a screw. So you need to match the hole, the hex hole in the screw with the size of the, you know what I mean, like they have to match. And when they match, then it's a perfect fit. Oh no, look, it's too big. That's what I get all the time. Like, it's too big. It always happens to me. So, some people would say you just take a bigger screw, but basically we just need a smaller one now. So then you match the hex with the hole, and it fits. Okay, so now the screw is on the screwdriver. And remember, hold the handle, the orange bit. Then we have a plastic piece like this. So we want to get this screw into the hole in the plastic piece. Now, if I didn't have this tool, it would be very hard. It would be very hard to get it in. So the whole point of this is, you see how there's these rings on the screw, like threads, like a spirally thing. So if you look at the spirally thing, you could tell, like, if you turn it the right way, then the spirally thing will dig into the plastic and move the screw into the plastic. So that's what I basically do. I line it up with a hole and I start turning. And I apply some pressure too, just to get it in there. And I'll just keep turning. And eventually nothing will happen because it's not going in. This is really bad. Are these classes accredited? It's still not going in. What the? See, this is harder than expected. If you're not using 110% magnetic nuts, you lose. Wait, I need to catch up with comments. Righty loosey and lefty tighty. No, Jeremy, no. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Not got the best beer in the world. Yeah, I don't have Asahi here. Do we have to use lube with the hole? No, not really. Like, you can go lubeless. Spit on it. No, we don't do that. This is what your life has come to. Anthony, I still haven't started the serious bit of this Facebook Live. At some point I'll do so. So anyway, now you see that this screw moved into this plastic piece. That was the intention all along. That's how you use a screw. So MIP tool, screw, plastic piece, perfect harmony, and it just works. Okay. What else can we do here? MIP, that's right, Matthew. I got the full set of MIPs. Best beer is Asahi from Japan. Do you just keep screwing it in until the screw spins freely in the plastic? I've never thought of that. That's actually a good idea. Next time I think I'll try doing that. Just use an impact. Just use an impact. It's tight when the battery dies. Yeah. Kenny Morris, what's up? Kenny, you didn't pay for Fall Brawl. I saw. Your name was there, but you never paid. Okay, let's start the serious portion of this Facebook Live. We've wasted enough time. So what was I supposed to talk about? I wrote something on Facebook, didn't I? Let me check. I say let's start the serious bit, and then I forget what I was supposed to say. Oh yes, now I remember. First point. I've been in Finland now for 3 months. August, September, October. What? When? No, July. I was in July too. July. Yeah, most of July. July, August, September, October. I've been here for more than 3 months. And since the Euros in the beginning of August in Sweden, I haven't raced. I haven't gone to the track to practice or race. I've been there maybe twice, and I drove someone else's car. That's it. No RC. RC holiday. And the reason is that I've been working. And I've been working on a lot of things that you will see and learn about in the future. Some of them you've already seen. Some of them you will see during next year. Some of them maybe later than that. But what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to lay the foundation for making JQ racing, like separating JQ racing from myself in a way. Because up to now I've been doing everything. Every fucking single thing almost I have been doing or been involved in doing. But we need to change that. I need to free up more time for myself. I need other people to be able to take on responsibility and do things so that I don't need to do them. So that I can focus on more important stuff and more fun stuff. So I've been working on that aspect, creating the foundation for being able to hire people and have people do a set of tasks that I don't need to focus on anymore. So some restructuring has been going on. And also plans for the future. So I've already explained them about team drivers and different countries and having race teams in different countries, and part of that is going to happen now in the next 3 months. So I'm going to Asia first, and then after Asia we are going with Keenan to South America. We don't exactly know which countries, but looks like we're going to Bolivia, Chile, Peru, Colombia, and Costa Rica. That's what it looks like right now. We're going to be setting up teams in all those countries. We're gonna have RC clinics basically. If there's no race, we go to the track. We have track days. Doesn't matter what brand car you run, we'll help you. And basically, we just want to improve our distribution network worldwide. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next 2 months. And that's what I've been working on for the last 2 months, setting up all of this. So that when I set off tomorrow, it's basically as seamless 2 months of traveling Asia, South America, and then set up camp in California again. It just doesn't happen overnight. All these things need to be prepared. And hopefully I've prepared well enough to where those trips will be a success. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Also a bunch of website and web shop stuff. And I think I mentioned before we have this pre-built Pro Kit coming out. So in about 1 month from now, you'll be able to buy a black edition, which is pre-built. And there's a lot of people out there who are, how can I say, technically challenged, or what's the word? Like they can't really build anything, mechanically challenged. So I think the pre-built Pro Kit will be very good for them. And what else was I going to say about this? Next week, what is it now? 7th. Next weekend, I'll be in Indonesia. We have a race on the Saturday the 14th in Batam. Banana track or something it was called. So anyone in the area, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, anyone who's there, let's go racing. We'll have, I think it's 1 day of racing and 1 day of just RC clinic kind of thing. I think that's what we're doing. Then the weekend after that, I might be racing in Taiwan, I'm not sure yet. The weekend after that, so the 28th and 29th of October, then I'm going to be at Three Stone Park in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and we're going to do the same thing, like half a day, RC car clinic, going through people's cars, learning about car preparation, driving, setup, and then we have, I think, practice and maybe some qualifying rounds. And then on the Sunday 29th, we'll have the last qualifying rounds and mains. So those are the 2 main events I'll be attending in Asia. Then November, I fly over to California the 1st of November. Then there's the last JBRL in Vegas, I believe. So I'll be going there. Then the week after that, me and Keenan head to South America. We haven't really finalized our plans yet. We don't have the flights. But as I said, Bolivia, Peru, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica. Those seem to be the countries that we're going to go to. And then after that, we fly to the Fall Brawl, Myrtle Beach, and we do that race. And Bobby Moore is going to punch me in the mouth, and whatever else he said he'll do to me. And then after that, I'll fly back to California and stay there until whenever, probably March. So that's the plan right now. So new pre-built car, a lot of traveling over the next 2 months, a lot of RC clinics, a lot of team building, a lot of promotion, a lot of promotion coming up. Yeah, and the other things I've been working on, I just can't tell you yet. Well, the JQ Threads clothing brand, that's the one thing. Working on the web shop, the website, the clothing is ready now. Incredible. It took, now it's 2017. The idea, I basically had the most of the idea in 2012, and then 13 it was really like set that I really knew what I wanted to do in 2013. So let's say, let's just say 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is nearly done. 5 years. 5 years. 5 years it took. And I already paid for a bunch of clothing one time. Just manufacturer ran away with the money, lost that. This time it looks good. I still don't have all the clothing, but it's looking good. And yeah, been working on that too behind the scenes. That you're gonna see this year already, finally. The other stuff probably take a bit longer. And then I have some good news. More good news. More good news. And that's the part that I wrote something about karma here. Funny karma. Funny karma. Do you remember Arma? Do you remember how this company threatened to sue me and went after A-Main and basically lost A-Main as a customer for me? The reason being I got sponsored by Arma Energy. And this company has a brand of ready-to-run cars called Arma. Arma with 2 R's. And that was too much for them. So I'm sponsored by Arma Energy, an energy drink, and they have a ready-to-run brand called Arma. It's too close. JQ, you can't do that. You have to stop selling your cars and basically go away. I said, okay. I renamed the cars on the website because I had something like JQ Racing, Arma Energy stuff. So I said, okay, I'm not going to do that. I just put JQ Racing. No, I didn't mention Arma in the name or anything. He said, no, that's not enough. You can't be associated with Arma Energy. You can't promote Arma Energy, basically. That's what they wanted. That's what they were saying. I said, get the fuck out. Of course I am. It's an energy drink. It's a good thing. An outside sponsor. So anyway, nothing happened then, except they went after A-Main, and A-Main stopped selling JQ Racing. So, guess what? Guess what? Let's go to Google, shall we? Okay? Let's Google Arma Traxxas lawsuit. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Traxxas suing Hobbico Arma. Can you fucking believe it? Can you believe it? Traxxas is suing Hobbico because of Arma. The irony is just too great to bear. So Hobbico gets all hot under the collar because of Arma Energy. They say, hey, we have Arma cars, you can't do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And now Traxxas is suing Hobbico because of their Arma cars. Turns out that Traxxas has a lot of patents. A lot of patents. And the Arma cars are similar, or they've copied whatever Traxxas cars exist. And because Traxxas actually took patents on them, now they're suing them because of patent infringement or whatever. There's a whole, if you Google it and you check it, you can read all the court documents and you can see what the patents are and what design features Arma have on their cars, which are protected by Traxxas patents. So, I don't know. When I heard about that, it was just just the karma of the whole thing is ridiculous. Just completely ridiculous. Like, what is the probability of that happening? I find that hilarious. Really. Just, oh, the height of stupidity. Anyway, let's see how that lawsuit ends up panning out. Okay, there were a lot of questions here. Let's answer some questions and then I need to place those orders. It's 2 a.m. I need to place those orders, pack some stuff and then go to bed. So let's see, let's see. Mechanically inept, yes. That's what I was looking for. Pre-built with all the option parts. It's pre-built with the CNC servo saver top. This part right here, where is it? This part right here, you can't really see it. The top of the servo saver will be the CNC one. That's the only option part that will be on the pre-built Black Edition. Luis Castillo, don't forget Mexico. I am ready to invite you. If you pay for the flights, place to stay, everything, then if the dates are okay, I'll go. Then March, you come to the UK before Neo. New plan. Oh yes, I need to check when Neo is. But I'm gonna go to Spain. That's the plan, to go down to Spain. Have you ever used a clay compound tire on an outdoor track? Full Brawl. I didn't have any clay, but people were running clay. Mervin says established 2014. JQ Threads is established 2014 because 14 is my favorite number. That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke. Have you got enough spares in the UK? I believe so. Who's planning on driving the car? Someone that brakes every minute or what? Well done, Trax. Yeah, Traxxas, don't sue us. I wish I had been filming your face, or filming you. Your face was a picture. Yeah, when I heard the news about Traxxas. Yeah, I'm sure. It was pretty funny. Bingani called me and he was laughing. He just found out about it. Did you meet Kimi and present his car body? No, I didn't meet Kimi. I don't think he was there. Hobico lives in glass houses. Yeah, man. I'm pre-ordering now, so you know. What are you pre-ordering? That pre-built one? Who will pay for the tents? What tents? If you have enough drivers, if you're a team of 4 or 5 drivers somewhere and you need a tent, then we'll send it to you free of charge. Not the actual frame, the cover. We send you the cover and the walls and shirts and hats just to make you look like a team. That's the deal. That's what we're gonna do for you. Okay, what else was there to cover? I think we're good. No more questions, no one is watching anymore. Well, you've ignored me a few times. I'm sorry, because I've been missing these messages. So, what's your question? Come on, Greg. Well, you've ignored me a few times, Mr. J. Now's your chance, Greg. I'm gonna pay attention. I say that while I look away. I can't do e-buggy. I need to wait for Greg. He needs to ask some question. Todd Tucker just finished building a grey edition and just placed an order for a black edition. See? Todd Tucker's a good man. And I guess I'll be seeing you again at the Fall Brawl. Is Courts racing for me next year? No, he's not. Courts is retired. He's not going to be sponsored anymore. But he'll probably run a JQ because he knows how good the JQ car is. Greg is asking, why should I get black edition? You know what? Why should I tell you? I have a vested interest in this. People watching here should tell you why you should get a black edition. If I say something, you're just going to be like, nah. It has your name on it. Of course you're going to say I should get one. So other people watching can tell you why. Todd Tucker, he just bought 2. Todd, tell Greg why he should get a black edition. Now someone else is asking why someone should choose a car or choose my car over all the other brands other than my great personality. Another reason, so nothing to do with me. What's another reason for getting the black edition? It can have nothing to do with me. I think there's so much information, even if I didn't exist anymore. If you get the black edition, First of all, it's a great car. You just build it, you put it on a track, and it's great. But there's so much information out there specifically geared towards the car that if you at all are interested in setup and learning about the car, then you can find all that information on the website. So there's so much material on it, so you know how to build it, maintain it, set the car up, all the setup changes. You'll never be lost because you'll always have an answer. And you can check the blog, all the blog posts written about the car and setups and option parts. All that information is out there. So that's a very good thing. That's one reason you should get it. But I think at this point, most reasons still have something to do with me, unfortunately. That's actually kind of what I was working on, trying to kind of separate that so it's not dependent on me so much. And what I mean by that is we have more people than me just answering questions now. So if you do have a question and you don't bother looking online or you can't find the answer online, you can ask not just me, you can ask Liam or Keenan or Wesley now in America. You can ask us and we'll give you a reply. Anytime, pretty much. Just Facebook message and you'll get a reply. Set up questions or part questions or anything. Or website is out of stock. Like let's say the US store is out of stock and you need something urgently, you shoot a message over. Well, chances are we do actually have the part in America, we just don't have it in the shop. So we could still make it work out for you. We can still ship it to you. Or we find someone local who has a car and they'll get the part to you. Or you're going to a race and we figure someone else is going there so you can get the part there. So there's all these things are pluses too. So you can get answers to your questions, you can get your problems solved. You have to be the one to reach out to us. We can't know, we can't read your mind. We don't know what you want. But if you want something, we can always get it for you. That's a good thing too. And of course, the other thing is that the car is being developed all the time, but that's also on me. So it's constantly being developed and improved. The setups are being improved. So you can be sure that if you buy a car now, then it won't just remain the same forever. It's going to be improved. You find a problem's going to be taken care of. Yeah, a lot of people wrote reasons here. So I didn't need to say it. You can read here. Were you way off the pace with clays at Fall Brawl? No, that's what I'm saying. Like the other guys were running clays and I didn't have any, and I was off the pace because I didn't have any. They were using clay, compound, and additive. Not many of the top boys have balls to say anything. Yeah, not really. Actually, most of the information that's on the website is also, it works for the other cars too, not just the Black Edition. But of course, I can be very specific with the information regarding the Black Edition. I can say put the link in this hole, set the camber to this degree, change the length of this link to this number. I can be very specific. For the other cars, the ideas are the same, but I'm not as specific. I don't think, at this point, I don't think I'll ever build a truggy. Yes, I've hand-delivered parts to Scott Head. That's true. I have. Is the front gearbox changes or the top brace? That's the only thing I use to brake. Actually, there's a part, some people have already made it before and we're making it. Actually, I need to check on it. What happened to that part? Long time ago I sent it out to be made. There's this part you put on here. It goes here on the top plate, and the screws that secure the front shock tower, you just use longer screws and they thread into this part. So then basically the gearbox, the part on the gearbox which always broke off, is then secured with the screws from the shock tower, so it can't break anymore. So a brace to hold those pieces together. So yes, that when you have that part, you're not going to break the front gearbox anymore, if that was your problem. Good that you brought that up. I'm going to check what's going on with that part, because I sent it out to be made. So, okay, I think we're done. I really need to get these orders made, and yeah, pack up, go to bed, so I can fly out tomorrow, Singapore. How about that? Buggy. Thank you. Yeah, Traxxas already sued in August 2016. Yeah, I saw that. But it's not as funny if I tell it that way. Bye bye.